Ladies and gentlemen, driver season continues. In this video, I'm going to be testing the brand new Callaway Quantum driver lineup. Now they're saying it's a quantum leap in distance and performance. Well, let's see if that's the case. We've got all the drivers to test, and I'm very intrigued about these drivers because there's some new technology which I think they've been inspired by another brand, if I'm honest with you. So first things first, let's have a look at this colorway and the head cover. I mean, that's a good looking head cover. This kind of elephant grey throughout the colour scheme. Grey, black, red. I actually really like it. Quantum, again, it's kind of defines a big leap, a big movement forward. And Callaway claiming this year that they have made that quantum leap forward in distance by what they've done with the club face. We'll talk about that. Pretty cool head cover. What I do like, this little handle at the top. And it's fur lined for those cold days. Just whip it off. Very nice. In the lineup, we've got four drivers. We've got the Quantum Max, we've got the Quantum Max D, we've got the Quantum Triple Diamond, we've got the Quantum Triple Diamond Max. In fact, there's another driver as well. There's a Max Fast for slower swing speeds. It's a lighter driver. We're not going to test that one in this video. Underneath, this is the standard model, the Quantum Max. It's very interesting how they've used the Max in even just the standard model. I feel like this could just be called Callaway Quantum. Design-wise, very, very symmetrical. Again, you see that kind of elephant grey here at the back, this kind of matte where it says the Callaway there. We've got a new unique weight port here in the back section, where there's two almost like rubber-like weights that you can switch around. One's heavier than the other, so you can put it into draw or you can put it into neutral. The big story is around the face, however. Tri-Force face. Now this is designed, as I mentioned before, as a quantum leap in distance. It's Tri-Force because it has three layers, three different materials. Titanium, poly mesh, and interestingly, a little bit of carbon fiber. Now we've heard about carbon fiber from their competitor down the road, TaylorMade. They've been using carbon faces for a while. Is this Callaway's little kind of movement into that space? It's not fully carbon, but it's got carbon elements in it. This is all integrated together to make sure that ball comes off the face as fast as it can. We're going to do that test later in this video. So kind of talking a little bit about those three materials, you've got the ultra thin high strength titanium, it's for pure speed. You've got the carbon for structure and great flexibility and faster recovery. And it's all been brought together by this poly mesh, this military grade polymer that binds the titanium and carbon together. And it's never been used in a club face before. We've got more to talk about as well in tech, but I feel like we need to get hitting. I've just noticed I need to move this weight round into neutral, and I'll actually show you what that looks like. Okay, so just as I take this back capsule off, you'll see underneath this cover, taking it off gently, you've got these two weights. You've got a 1 gram rubber kind of filler, really. It doesn't do a lot, that's in black. And you've got this one which has some tungsten inside. It's a 9 gram weight, and you can really feel the difference. The red one's much heavier. It actually just goes into the toe section for it to be neutral, heel section for it to be draw. You can't put it in a fade setting as such. So I'll give that a screw in. It's quite a cool little design. By the way, in this video, we're going to test it not only here in the H.I.T Studio on GCQuad with Pro V1s. We'll be taking these drivers out on the golf course, doing a fairway accuracy test, and also we're going to do a ball speed test as well. I'm going to be keeping track of that across all drivers that I test this year. Right, I've got this in 9 degrees. Now it's in neutral. Let's get hitting this driver. Now, I must admit, it sounds like a really daft thing to say. It's the most Callaway driver Callaway have made for a long time. Like, it looks very on brand. Like, they've used this black, grey, red before. I almost feel like the Razor driver kind of had those colorways. The other drivers even more look like that. Behind the ball, it's really nice. I love that carbon. Kind of reminds me a bit of M2 with that carbon on top. But now it's just got that silver line, obviously the M2 being from the TaylorMade lineup. That sounded really meaty. That sounded like it was really well hit. I have always liked the sound of a Callaway driver. Oh God, that sounded really good. Felt great as well, good numbers. Straight out of the blocks, pretty good numbers there. Yeah, wow, I like that a lot. That was a great drive. Another really solid one. Now, recently I've been picking up a little bit of speed. Normally, if you see my driver testing kind of back in 2025, I was kind of around the 280 mark. I've picked up a little bit of club head speed, also just been a bit more efficient with my swing. and seeing the benefits, but we're kind of measuring these drivers against other drivers that I'm testing in this time frame. I mean, that carried 293, 162 ball speed, really nice spin rate, just under 2,100. I mean, it's 5 yards offline, both of them. I mean, they're right next to each other. Well, I really like that, it's nice. Feels quite low spinning actually, considering this is the standard Max, well, the standard model that's called Max. Feels quite a low spinning driver. Okay, that's interesting. That shot's interesting. I had a sneaking feeling, as much as I hit the first two great, I had a weird feeling that one shot like that might come out. I'm gonna hit a few more shots. Just got an interesting take on this maybe. I'm gonna hit some more. Let me get into proper testing mode. That's super low spin as well. Just gonna make a little adjustment here. This is 9-degree head, which I normally use. It's just quite on the verge of low spin. Just gonna put another degree loft in it. I'm gonna go up to 10 degrees. Just want that spin rate to come up a little bit. Because I feel like those last two shots I hit could happen. I love the look of the club behind the ball. Really nice. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of glossy crowns, but love the shape and love that carbon. That's better. Just feel like it just needed a little bit more help. Yeah, spin rate there was near 2,200. Just feel like if it starts dropping a bit too low, it could squirt left. Oh, that was really nice, that one. Right, well, now we're in that setting. Let's hit some shots so we can collect some data. Let's move on to next. This is the Triple Diamond Max. By the way, on price wise, the standard, what we've just been hitting, the Quantum Max, is £599. So pretty pricey, right? £600. This goes £50 more expensive. For the Triple Diamond models, £649. I'm a little bit confused with the models this year. I am, I'll come on to that in a second. Looks wise, this is very different. Like, this is so much more premium looking. Carbon bottom, I mean, it looks mean. You still get the same shiny carbon on top. You still get the new Triforce face. And with that carbon sole, they've managed to move the weight around and make a triple diamond head, which again is normally a very, very, very low spin head, normally only for tour players. They've managed to make a triple diamond head, which is low spin, more forgiving because they've used the carbon that they've saved in the bottom of the golf club to disperse it around the head evenly. I don't know how this is going to perform. I'm very intrigued. And the last thing to talk about on this as well, the weight port at the back's the same as the Quantum Max, but instead of being neutral, which is on the toe, and draw on the heel, this is actually now being configured so it's neutral on the heel and fade on the toe. I love that head shape. A little bit smaller behind the ball head shape, albeit still a 460cc driver. Oh, that was pretty. That was a nice drive. Different sound to the Quantum Max. This is the Triple Diamond Max, and that maybe that carbon sole just made it just sound a little bit more poppy off the face. Yeah, that was really nice. A little bit too much draw for my liking, but smack bang in the fairway. Oh yeah, I like that. Really nice numbers, good distance, great ball flight, nice spin numbers. Not bad, left rough. Seem to be hitting it straight to this driver. Not quite as long, that one. Nice position in the fairway though. That is absolutely nuked. Yeah, really nice. I'm finding that I'm not hitting the right and left one as much with this driver, but that's kind of not making sense to me. Because again, the last model should have been doing this. This model should maybe go in a little bit further, but maybe a little bit more widespread. A little bit low heely, finding the fairway though nicely. Yeah, not the longest, but it's finding the fairway. Okay, I'm gonna hit a few more now. Collect some numbers. Okay, that's Triple Diamond Max. Nice, like very, very nice. I'm complexed at the moment. Let's move on to Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond as our final driver. Okay, final driver in the lineup, Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond. Now this is the lower spin model, very similar to Triple Diamond Max, to be honest with you. Carbon chassis underneath, they've distributed that weight again to move it around. A slightly more forward weight setting to be a lower spin driver. They've still got the weight ports in the back. Just a very slightly, and it's not a lot, just a slightly different shaped head, a little bit more squashed, a little bit deeper. You normally see that in a low spin model as well. I must admit, these last two drivers have looked so much like the kind of colorways of like the Callaway Razor back in the day. That's what it's reminding me of anyway. They look smart, they look really good. Okay, before I do come on to this, we actually took these drivers out on the course as well and did a fairway accuracy test. Okay, fairway accuracy time here at the 18th hole, Marriott Worsley Park. Callaway Quantum. This is the Max version first. And I'm very, very color coordinated. That was nice. That's 5. Quantum Max, 60% fairways. Not bad. The ones I missed weren't horrendous either. Okay, next up, Triple Diamond Max. Just for 50%. Okay, Max, Triple Diamond, 50% fairways here. I struggled at first, but then once I started to get into rhythm, it couldn't miss. Okay, Quantum Triple Diamond. Eight from 9. Very, very impressive. Triple Diamond, 80% fairways hit, and the two that I missed just leaked a tiny bit right. Wow. So as you can see, even before I hit this driver, I was actually finding most fairways with this model. Oh yes. There she is. Oof. There she is. That was really nice. 292 carry, really good spin rate, fantastic ball speed, beautiful flight. Love that little fade back to the fairway. Oh, just do that. Rinse and repeat, please. Oh, it has as well. It absolutely has. It was a little bit more bottom strike. Yeah, I've lost a handful of yards there, but not loads. But look at that fairway finder. That's gone. That's gone. Look how straight those three were. Kind of feels like they've got the naming of these drivers a little bit wrong. I was personally finding Quantum Max to be quite low spin and not super forgiving. I'm finding the Triple Diamond, which should be the low spin, least forgiving. The one that's kicking up with a little bit of spin and finding fairway so much more bizarre. We'll crunch the numbers in a bit, but I feel like they're all a bit misplaced. The drivers are in the wrong categories for me. Okay, so I've hit this driver now in my normal swing speed. Actually, I was very impressed with numbers. I'll show you those in a bit. But let's do a little fun challenge, 10 balls. How fast can I get the ball speed up? For me, anything over 170 is fantastic. We saw brands that have gone over 170. If you've not seen all the hit reviews yet, make sure you click the link and watch all of the drive reviews on the Hit channel. Subscribe while you're there as well. But anything over 170 is pretty good for me. But let's see if there's any PBs to be had. Oh, that was a bad strike. Fast though, fast club head speed. Thought it was going to be fast. Okay, 169, that's the best so far. We've got 5 more to go. 169 again. Come on, can it break 170? Yeah. I was waiting for it. 172. 172 ball speed. Right, 1 more to go. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. 173 ball speed. Wow, 173. I think we need to get an actual exact on that number. Official number 172.6 miles per hour ball speed. Very, very, very good. God, that felt good. Right, let's have a look at the proper numbers. Okay, so let's have a look at these numbers. Honestly, it's really, really interesting, this. Callaway Quantum Max, the first driver that I tested. Solid numbers. 287 carry, 160.7 ball speed, 2,146 spin. The thing that surprised me with that driver is the dispersion. Like, it was wide. Even on the golf course, I wasn't hitting that many fairways with that driver. Then I moved into the Triple Diamond Max. Some really good numbers. Very similar to the Quantum Max, but weirdly more spin. So 286 carry, 163.3 miles per hour ball speed. So the ball speed was up, but a little bit more spin helped that ball stay straighter. Found a few more fairways, not only here in the studio, but also on the golf course. I think it looks great as well, but it's £50 more, £650, the Triple Diamond range. And then for me, the Triple Diamond, the standard model, not the standard model, sorry, the low spin model, 291 carry, excellent. 2,200 spin, excellent. 163 ball speed, excellent. I'm confused with this Triple Diamond Max because they're very much kind of going off this brand. Like, if you are a player that, I'd love to be able to use a Triple Diamond driver, but I can't, I'm not good enough. Well, they've made one now that you can use, which is a little bit more easier to hit, so that you can use a Triple Diamond. And then you've got the low spin one, which isn't really that low spin. I'm confused with this lineup. Are they good drivers? Yes. I think they've missed the mark on a few things there this year, Callaway. Really do. I think it's way more confusing than it needs to be. And if honestly, as you as a customer, you as a golfer wanting to buy a driver, I think Callaway have made it really confusing for you. They're good clubs, but they've not made it easy. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, lots more to come. Be sure to subscribe to the H.I.T channel. Again, the ball speed one, 172.6, right up there, fast. I could use that driver, definitely. We'll see you next time. Bye.